Hey guys, Tez here, and I've got quite a long game for you today. It is a Demolition gameplay. It's on the map Bailout, using a sniper like I usually do. Got a spaz as a secondary and a tactical insurgent just so I can spawn up by the bombs. But I'm going to be talking about the Modern Warfare 3 guns today. I've got a list in front of me of all the guns from a website called the Modern Warfare 3. I think I linked it yesterday in the video where I talked about anti-boosting and things like that. But I'm going to talk about each subdivision of guns. There's the assault rifles, the submachine guns, the LMGs, the shotguns and the snipers. So there's 5 different primary classes that we get to choose from. And I'm going to start by talking about the assault rifles. There's 10 of them in total. You have the M4, the M16, the SCAR, the CM901, which I believe is a brand new gun to the Call of Duty series. The Type 95, which I think was in World at War, but it was an LMG, so this might be a new version, an updated version, or just a completely new gun. I'm not sure. There's the G36C, which is coming back from COD 4. It was one of my favourite COD 4 assault rifles, and I'm really glad that it's making a comeback into Modern Warfare 3. We have the ACR, the MK14, which is a single shot assault rifle. I believe it's like the M1 Garand from World at War and the MK14 or something from Battlefield 3. Kind of similar guns there because they're both one shots or single shot guns, and they do look pretty similar. There's the AK-47, which is in pretty much every Call of Duty title I believe, and the FAD or the FAD. That's also a brand new gun to the series, so obviously everyone's kind of interested as to how it's going to play out. Now they were the 10 assault rifles, and I believe the ones that will be the preferred assault rifles are going to be the FAD or the FAD, as it's one of the higher levels to unlock it. The AK-47, the ACR and the M16. Those are the 4 guns that I think will be the most used. I'm not sure about the others, as the CM901's never been used before, the Type 95, the G36, these are all guns that have been in previous COD titles, but obviously they weren't in the last COD title, so you can't really compare them. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how they turn out. Next up are the submachine guns. There are 6 of these, and they are as follows. You have the MP5, which is coming back from COD 4. The original MP5 was a really good submachine gun that quite a lot of people did like to use. The UMP is next on the list. Obviously that's another version of the MP5, but it's a more recent, I believe, a more recent version of it. But that's still in the game, so we can get the option to use the older model or the newer. There's the PP90, which is, I believe I heard somewhere that it's like a pistol, but it has a under barrel mounted magazine, and you actually hold the magazine instead of the gun itself and shoot it like that, or you shoot it that way. There's the P90, which is one of my favourite submachine guns from COD 4, the PM9 and the MP7. I believe the MP7 is one of the models of the MP5K. I know it looks pretty similar in the photo, or at least the stock and the barrel of the gun does. So I'm hoping that it won't have as much recoil as the MP5K did in Modern Warfare 2, because that was quite uncontrollable and I never did use it much. Those are the 6 submachine guns. The ones that I'm looking forward to using the most are the P90 and the I can't think of the word now, the retro MP5 or the classic MP5, to see if that's like the MP5 from COD 4. I've heard that the P90 is pretty good now. Optic Nature, I know I mentioned him in another video, but in one of his commentaries he did say he was surprised by how well the P90 performed in a competitive arena, so maybe that will carry over to public games and hopefully it will still be pretty good. Although that was in the COD XP tournament, so maybe the gun damages were all a little different from how they're going to be in the final release of the game. There's the LMGs. There are 5 of these. You have the L86, which is one of the default classes in Modern Warfare 2. It has quite a high fire rate in Modern Warfare 2, so hopefully it does have similar in Modern Warfare 3. There's the MG36, which I believe is the machine gun version of the assault rifle called the G36C. There's the PKP, and there's like a Pacheknov or something after that, but I thought I'd shorten it to PKP. There's the MK46, and finally the M60. The M60 was a good LMG in COD 4. I used it quite a lot and managed to get. I don't think I got Red Tiger, but I did get Blue Tiger. The iron sights were pretty bad on the gun, but they were bearable if you just sprayed, and that's kind of what I did, and that's how I got my headshots basically. There's two more subclasses now. There's the shotguns and the snipers. The shotguns and the snipers both have 6 guns in each. I'm going to talk about the shotguns first, which will be the USAS-12, the KSG-12, the SPAS-12, and the AA-12. I believe they all have 12 in their names, or at the end of their names, because they use the 12 gauge shell. There's the Striker, and finally the Model 1887s. I believe the Model 1887s are a single wielded only gun. I heard a rumour that you can't akimbo them like you could in Modern Warfare 2. Although in Modern Warfare 2 they were pretty weak after the patch that happened within the first few weeks, where the range on those guns were ridiculous and the power was crazy as well. Tons of people used to run around with them and just use that shotgun for the entire game. I unfortunately only was able to find out what it was like when I picked the gun up, because I didn't reach level 60 something in time. The final class is the snipers. These are the ones I'm kind of most looking forward to. Yes, I'm looking forward to all the automatic guns or the semi-autos, but obviously sniping is what I mainly do, and I want to kind of see how all the snipers are going to play out. I will get gameplays with them all and put them up so you can all see how I do with them. But there are 6 of them. There's 3 semi-autos and 3 semi-autos and 3 bolt-action snipers, I believe. I'm not sure if there's 3 bolt-actions. I'm going on speculation from the gun stats that were on the website that I'll put a link to. The semi-auto guns, or snipers I should say, all have pretty high fire rates, whereas the other 3 don't. They're pretty slow, which kind of indicates that you have to pull the bolt back and put another round in the gun itself. So I'm going to say that there's 3 bolt actions, although I might be wrong. There's the Barrett, the Dragunov, and the MSR. They are the semi-auto sniper rifles. The Barrett obviously was in Modern Warfare 2 and in COD 4. Although the image, or not the image, but how the Barrett looked from COD 4 changed to how it looked in Modern Warfare 2. So I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to look like in Modern Warfare 3, if they've made any major changes, I should say. The Dragunov looks pretty similar in the picture I did see, and the MSR is a brand new sniper rifle to the series, so I don't know how that's going to play out. The final 3 snipers I'm going to talk about, these aren't in unlock order by the way, I was just grouping them in bolt action and semi-autos. The L118A is basically a descendant of the L96 from Black Ops. Now I really did like the L96, it's one of my favourite sniper rifles in the series, and I'm kind of excited to see how the L118 is going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be another really good sniper rifle. The AS50 is another sniper that I believe is a bolt action. It's a new gun to the series. I haven't seen any gameplay of it, so I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm not really going to say anything about it in case I am wrong. And finally, the RSASS, or the RSAS, as it might be called. That, I believe, is another bolt action sniper rifle, and again, I don't know how it's going to play out, so I can't comment on it. But those are the guns that will be in Modern Warfare 3. That's all the subcategories: the ARs, the SMGs, LMGs, shotguns, and the snipers. The game's finished. That was pretty good timing, guys, and I'll speak to you tomorrow in a new comp.